And joining me now here on the set is Angie Gates, the president and CEO of Events DC and a big sponsor of Commanders Kickoff. Events DC, of course, is at the forefront of presenting so many of the events here, from conventions to entertainment, but you're really focused on making DC the sports capital of the country and certainly of the world in some ways. What does that look like here? What does that mean when you say sports capital?
Well, Washington, D.C. is definitely the sports capital of the United States of America. I mean, that goes without saying. And I just got to first give a shout out to our Commanders. You know, the blackout night, I'm ready. I'm ready. They can't see us coming. They can't see us coming. But at Events DC, we're the official sports and convention authority of Washington, D.C. And our focus with our events is to make sure they entertain, employ, serve as an economic engine, and elevate everyone. We have something to offer everyone from a sports perspective here in Washington, D.C. And it's not just the professional sports, it's our youth sports. And we're very diverse in the type of sports that we offer here in Washington, D.C.
So we're talking about football. We can't not talk about this NFL 2027 draft. We've seen some mock-ups of how it's going to be on the National Mall, America's front yard.
Yes.
That is going to be something pretty spectacular. What can we anticipate?
It's going to be historic. It's going to be epic. I got to thank our wonderful Mayor, Muriel Bowser, the council, the entire Events DC team, and our board, because if it wasn't for them, this was a 2.5-year process. And so to be able to have all the NFL teams showcased on our national mall and showcasing the up-and-coming talent is unbelievable. But what we're looking at is a $250 million economic impact just from the draft. So a lot of activities, a lot of free activities. The NFL experience is going to be fabulous, but just to see who's coming up next is going to be absolutely amazing.
So I know you're doing that work, but behind the scenes, Events DC has also been helping with this push to bring the Commanders back to DC.
Yes.
That is moving forward now.
Oh, moving forward very quickly. So we're super excited, and if you're going by the RFK Stadium, you can see that it's quickly coming down.
It is quickly coming down.
We are overseeing the demolition, so the stadium will be down in the fall of 2026. We expect to be doing the groundbreaking for the new stadium at that time as well. But we're very happy just to really engage the community in this process. And we're also looking at how we're building opportunities for jobs. There's going to be 14,000 plus construction jobs just for the new stadium. But you know, the stadium rocked, the fans roared, and the legacy will continue over at RFK Stadium.
Let's talk about what other sports events we can look forward to in the future, because I know the Commanders and the city want to build a stadium for the future, not just for games, but for all kinds of entertainment.
Absolutely. So that's the one thing that we did not have, is a stadium for these large-scale events. So we're going to be working with everyone from WWE. As a matter of fact, I got to tell you about this other opportunity that we actually locked in a bid. We're doing John Cena's final match December 13th with WWE. But this gives us an opportunity to go after the World Cups, you know, do those big concerts. You know, we want to see Beyonce and Taylor Swift, you know, performing in Washington, D.C. So it's not only going to be sports from the World Cup perspective, but bringing that large-scale live entertainment and festivals as well.
A lot to look forward to. Angie Gates with Events DC. Always great to see you. Love those glasses.
Thank you.
They are so fly. We're going to take one more time out, and when we come back, we'll go back to Chick and Sean out at Northwest Stadium.